Hello everyone, this is Prussian Prince with another Total War Warhammer 2 matchcast. This time is going to be a tournament, so this is the first tournament up on my channel, I think. I don't think I've casted other tournaments on it yet, just like practice matches and stuff. But yeah, this is the first actual tournament. This is the ECL Season 3 tournament hosted by Turin. It's the first qualifier, and actually in this qualifier there are normally like 4 players. They play a best of 3 series, and then there's like a best of 5 between the winners of the best of 3 series. The person who wins that gets to be qualified for the main tournament, which is like an 8-player tournament, I believe. So yeah, that's how it is. Anyway, this is again qualifier 1. I'm playing my first match, well, first battle, from the first match against Green, who I'm not sure how good he is, but in this particular battle I'm playing as the Dark Elves and he is playing as the High Elves. Now, joining me, we actually do have someone special. It is Falcon. Hello, sir.
Hello there.
Yes.
Hello, good sir.
Yes. Hello, good sir. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave a link to Falcon's Twitch in the description, and I guess I'm also gonna link Turin as well, so you guys can check out where the actual tournament is going on. What?
Yeah, it's Italian Spartacus one, but it's fine.
It's not the Italian Spartacus.
You can link Turin as well.
Is it?
It's fine. It's fine.
But Turin casted it. Like, are you sure it's not? Isn't Warpstone Cup Turin's? Not Turin, but Spartacus tournament.
Actually, in ESL, you tried to compete with ESL with the big boys.
Already? This is the same qualifier that we played in. You were in the same tournament.
Oh, did I play it on ESL already?
You played in ESL. What?
Yeah, you're right.
You forgot.
Wow.
I thought I had bad memory.
No, my memory is just the finest.
Well,
the finest form of all memory.
Yeah. Well, like, because Turin asked me to play, right? So it's like, yes.
Turin, you're completely right. Yeah.
Yes. So he asked me. He asked me to play. I was like, what? Okay, sure. and like as I watched the cast, I think it's like, oh, these are like 2 tournament veterans in Warhammer. What? Wait a second.
Wait a second. Bit of misjudge.
Well, but I'm really happy that he invited me, though. But you know, anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's been we've gone a little off track, but time to get back to the actual game. So again, it's correct. It is the ECL Season 3 tournament hosted by Turin. And yes, Falcon is casting this with me. And he was also in this qualifier. Not gonna spoil any results. Well, you know, you can watch the rest of the tournament if you haven't already on Turin's YouTube. Anyway, so I'm gonna go over my composition to start things off. I have Mr. Malekith on a dragon. This is the Black Dragon, right? Is that how it's called? I don't remember. Okay, so that's the Black Dragon. Okay.
He's
oh, right. Yeah. I have Soul Stealer on him, and obviously the standard breath that you know, dragons tend to have. Besides that, I do have a main line of 4 Bleak Swords and a pretty decent Cav contingent of Cold One Knights with Doomfire Warlocks on the left flank, and on the right I have 2 Cold One Knights. Again, each of these is supported by a Sister of Slaughter unit. And last but not least, I do have 2 Dark Riders with repeater crossbows on my far left, which again I tend to put the missile cav on the left flank of my forces because I fire at that means I can fire at the right flank of the enemy, which is the unshielded side normally, which, I mean, I guess that's technically the optimal way to do it, but maybe you can mind game. Who knows? Like, I didn't get that far into the meta yet, you know, so yeah, not entirely sure about that one. Right, so that is my army. I'm gonna go over the high elf army now, which I actually like, but I don't like it entirely. And Falcon was also mentioning this before. So he has green has Alariel, which is fine, I guess. It's like great. And on Alariel, he has the Star of Avalorn, in Conduit, Shield of Thorns, Earthblood, and Phaz Protection. Also, actually, even more stuff: Shieldstone of Isha, Shield of Safari. So that's like pretty geared up Alariel, I guess. Other than that, of course, green did bring a Moon Dragon, so not the Star Dragon. This is the one thing I would have changed, and apparently Falcon thinks the same. Now, on the right flank, we have 2 Dragon Princes. On the left flank, we have another Dragon Princes unit. So that is the Cav contingent of the High Elves. Then we also have a main line of 4 Spearmen spaced out quite a lot, actually. That's really wide spacing for like 4 Spearmen units. Now, in the very center, he has 2 Lothern Sea Guards with shields. And actually, I did miss... I actually missed the 4th Dragon Prince. Never mind. So he actually has 4 Dragon Princes. That's extremely heavy on the Cav here from the High Elves. Now, what do you think about the current situation with like the builds and like stuff?
I guess we can start. It's 3 Dragon Prince and 1 Illyrian Reaver. Yeah,
Oh,
we can start.
I'm. It's
yeah,
1 Illyrian Reaver. Okay,
down.
okay. I thought it's 4 Dragon Princes. All right, so 3, 2, 1. So there we go. We're going.
Yeah, in terms of army composition and deployment, I would say there is some gaps on the more experienced green side, less of them. So on your side, you have Cold One Knights, which are more of the defensive tool, and especially in this matchup, they don't do well like in Hammer and Anvil strategies. They have only 40 charge bonus, while Dragon Prince have 80. So and even then, green still keep his Dragon Princes around Spearman for protection, and you bring your Cold Wind Knights on the sides, like you wanna do like charging, which you don't. They're
that's
here
true.
for They are here to counter charge.
Look at the center.
Right now.
Here I'm trying to do something, but actually the opposite happens to me. I tried to sandwich that Dragon Prince's unit, but I got my Cold One Knight sandwiched instead, because like the Dragon Princes are actually faster than the Cold One Knight, or are they not?
Yes.
Yeah, so I got sandwiched because of that. I thought I didn't actually know that before, so yeah, that was pretty bad.
And now it's like a big clusterfuck of units, flying dragons, very cool stuff. But that's a like classical blobby fight with cavalry that happens a lot. And the only thing you manage to kill is Illyrian beavers, which is cool and all, but that's not what you wanted to focus.
Not
Second
great,
is Sisters of Slaughter. They should be behind your shielded jet bleak swords and not behind cavalries. And you wanna like cycle charge your Cold Wind Knights through a unit of spears or swords, or maybe even Sisters of Slaughter is fine. Your Dark Riders get caught on the left. I mean, you know it yourself. So that it's a mistake.
Yeah. So
obviously
like
you wanna keep them, even though they have their skirmish cavalry. You wanna use them as just more mobile, normal archers. They have less range, but they're way faster. This is why they're the main tool. Oh, that was a very beautiful breath attack from Moondragon on your blobbed up force. So blobbing is a very common theme with the new players. Like everything is here. You know, like you can't see anything. Did you cast spell with your Slaniash Harvesters?
I actually doubt it. I don't remember entirely, but
Yeah.
there's one good engagement I'm getting on the right. Like the Sister of Slaughter are fighting Dragon Princes, and like the Dragon
Yes.
Princes are staying in melee there, and that's like one good engagement I'm getting. And the Dark Riders with repeaters of crossbows, they have actually taken down quite a few Dragon Princes. I have actually been focusing the Dragon Princes with the Dark Riders with
Yes.
repeater crossbows, and I think that's been going well for me, but the issue was at the start losing that one Cold One Knight unit almost, well, pretty much entirely for free. Not entirely, but like very
Yeah,
close
and
to
then
free. Yeah.
losing all other Cold War Knights. Pretty much, like, not in a that bad way, but yeah, they were fighting combination of Spears and Dragon Princess, which is obviously not ideal. So the way you try to combat it from... Oh, that was whiff from Breath Attack of Moondragon, but it's fine. Maybe he can retaliate with the next one. The way you want to combat it with your Dark Elven Force is try to use basically same strategy, but your source of enemy spears, which will win, and then your cold ones countercharge enemy cavalry, which again, if you countercharge, they will win.
Yes.
So
So
in general, cavalry fight is when this matchup will decide. Triple Dragon Prince is the main killing force of enemy army, and you basically killed all of them. There is only one unit with 30 models.
yeah, I mean
You,
this is
you still can get the win here, which is... Look at the leadership of Moondragon.
yeah.
You asked me before, this is what happened when he gets surrounded by multiple units and getting shot.
Yes.
From surrounding, he get attack in the flanks and flanks and exposed, which is right now is -12 leadership, and obviously skirmish fire also implies leadership debuff.
So, I mean, we missed it, but earlier actually pretty early on in the battle, I actually almost surrounded Alariel, but
Yep.
like she pulled out from the middle and started flying away, even though I was like very, very close to catching her with Cold One Knights and making sure he couldn't fly away from the Cold One Knights and the Malekith, but that did not pan out my way. So at this point, it's basically over, but like based on the start, I thought that this was gonna go much worse for me than it actually did this game.
It's way easier to lose units for both sides than you might think. So it's yes, you lost one unit, but he did some damage in return to Dragon Princess, and for this you catch two Dragon Princes that wasted both of their charges on one unit. So two of your own Cold Ones get charged on a Dragon Prince without getting charged in return.
Yes.
So even though you might think that it was like a very bad situation for you and like game losing, no. I do believe that was not a game losing situation. So right now the very, very heavy army losses, you had a tons of troops left, but the way it counts, when you have Dark Riders without ammo, they count some as, even like with full health, they count as about half of their
Oh,
original
okay.
price
Interesting.
on a balance of power
Oh, wait.
bars. And yes,
Does it scale with the amount of ammo that they have, or is it just like,
yes,
okay, so
it's so sometimes you may occur situation when you shoot, but balance of power switch towards your enemy, because
okay.
your basically game thinks that your shots are more valuable. For some units, it's a very bad mechanic. For like something like Sea Guards, which hybrid units, they can fight in melee. So for them, it's yeah, sometimes occurs a situation when you have 5 Sea Guards without ammo or almost without ammo, that they can like fight and defeat enemy lord, but they just lose to balance of fire because enemy lord costs something like 3k, and he still costs 3k on
Yeah.
balance of fire, while your Sea Guards cost like half as much as they should. Yeah.
I mean, like after the start, I really thought that this was gonna be super decisive, but I mean, at the end, it was pretty close. It wasn't super close, but I thought that was
You did some very,
yeah,
very, very good catches here. You uh, did save your um, Dark Riders from enemy Illyrian rivers, which can catch and kill them both. And
Yeah.
in the end, they managed to kill pretty much all Dragon Princes with their ammo. Only 2 of them. That was again very nice catch from you. What you didn't, uh, again, Sisters of Slaughter were on the flanks, and I'm not sure they survived because of it, but they still routed in a late game because of army losses.
I
So
guess.
I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Well,
how
they
well you use them.
at least one definitely killed Dragon Princes, so like it did
It's
quite
more of a
fine. Yeah.
green mistake.
Yes. Look, it
Green
has one
progress.
1 XP actually. It vetted up
Yep.
the Sisters of
The
Slaughter. So
experience ranks is how you measure uh, success of a
yes.
unit. Obviously, the more unit costs from the start, easier for him to get XP chevron. So, for example, if enemy sword unit or spear unit, very cheap one, got XP rank from a battle, it almost never occurs. Most of the time, it occurs while when something like spear unit killing a giant or
Yeah.
hydra, and other than that, it will
So
probably never occur.
it's not. Wait. So it's not the damage. Wait.
It
It's
it is
actually
damage, but
okay.
it is very poorly scales with the unit cost from the
Okay.
start. So
Okay.
for almost for same damage, I'm not sure exactly is it like exactly for same damage or almost, but yeah, the more unit cost from the start generally means it's much easier for him to get rank. And from the game perspective, for example, enemy dragon princess, they all get some ranks, as they should. If they
Yeah.
wouldn't get any ranks, they were completely misused. So
Yeah.
they get ranks, they won a battle. Pretty classical stuff.
Yeah, they did their job there, I suppose. But like they eventually ended up getting killed, but like not before they did some work, I guess, because it still takes some time to kill them with the missile cav. I guess it's not like it's instant, I guess. Anyway, that is game one. So we're gonna jump on over to game two now.